podcast. The second podcast of today is by Miriam. It is about achievements when achievements feel void and bland and joyless. But before we get into the podcast, there is one mispronounced word in the podcast. It is not success, it is success. Again, this word is mispronounced a lot, so the pronunciation is success. 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 All right, I'll leave you with the podcast. Enjoy.
Hello, everybody. I hope you are doing well wherever you are. Firstly, thank you for taking time to listen to my episode, and a big thank to our dear teacher, Mr. Zakaria, for this opportunity. So, today I want to talk about something many of us experience but rarely say out loud. Why do we stop feeling joy and happiness in what we achieve? Why do the things we once worked so hard for no longer feel fulfilling? This episode, maybe it's a reflection on success, effort, and how we sometimes or many times forget our own journey. We achieve things we once dreamed of, and somehow they don't move us anymore. What once felt impossible now feels expected. What once brought pride now brings pressure. We don't celebrate, we calculate the next step. Achievement quickly stopped being a victory and became a requirement. We live in a world that never lets success rest. The moment you arrive, you are already being pushed forward. No pause, no acknowledgement, no moment to say, I made it. And I had to face a hard truth about myself, and I'm sure you do, guys. I forgot my own real achievements, not because they were small, not at all, but because I convinced myself they were normal. I forgot how hard it was, how nothing came easily, how many compromises I made, how many times I chose growth over comfort, discipline over ease, perseverance over quitting. At some point, the courage it took to become how I am was erased by routine. And that's the danger. When we stop remembering the cost, we stop feeling the value. We start comparing instead of honoring, minimizing instead of appreciating. We tell ourselves it's not that impressive, but it was impressive to the version of you and me how was exhausted, uncertain, and still moving forward. Joy doesn't disappear because we don't deserve it. It disappears because we stop respecting our own journey. So the big question here is, how do we bring joy back? First, we slow down on purpose, not to fall behind, but to recognize what we've already conquered and achieved. Secondly, we have to stop normalizing our sacrifices. If it costs your effort, time, compromise, or pain, it deserves acknowledgement. Third thing is we have to measure success by growth, not comparison. Someone else being ahead does not erase how far you've come. Fourth, we have to learn to close chapters. Celebrate endings, not just beginnings. Because unfinished celebration creates emotional exhaustion. And finally, we have to speak to ourselves with respect and love, not as machines built to perform and achieve, but as humans who evolved through struggle. So, maybe happiness isn't gone. Maybe it's been waiting for us to stop running past our own lives. to look back not with regret but with recognition. Because we didn't arrive here by accident, we didn't get here easily, and we didn't become these versions of ourselves without sacrifices. So today let's ask, when will I finally allow myself to be proud? And when we do, we might realize joy was never missing. It was just unheard. So that's it. Thank you so much again, guys. And thank you, teacher. And have a good day.